Out here. I'm Ageless Jess, and I'm here to deliver day 21 of my Skyrocket Your Sales series. I'm speaking a little low today because I'm actually in kind of a phone booth here at the chamber and trying to keep my voice down. So bear with me. Hopefully, everyone can hear me. It's not in my exuberant nature to tone down my voice, so I'm really having to use my acting skills right now. But this is actually a good thing because today I'm going to be talking about a very personal tip, and that is you as the salesperson taking care of you, taking care of you before you make an effort to take care of a prospect and make a sale. This is huge. And since we had Danielle Laura on yesterday with the energy tip, I thought it would only be fitting to kind of piggyback on that with this particular tip because we all have stuff, right? We all have situations that come up, personal problems, unexpected bills. There are going to be things that knock us off center as entrepreneurs, as coaches, as salespeople. And managing these states and using self regulatory tools in these particular instances is going to be absolutely paramount. So, making sure that you are focusing on your own self care before going into a sales conversation. Have you eaten? Are you hydrated? Have you checked your teeth in the mirror? Do you feel on top of your game, or do you need to do some physicality or some kind of we used to call it a power move at one of the organizations I worked for to get you in the right frame of mind to have the focus and connection that you need to listen to your prospect and have a very effective sales conversation, regardless of the outcome. So taking care of you and making sure you are on balance before you go into the conversation. I'll tell you a quick story, and this is another story from weight management. I know I have quite a few of those because I was working with the public and sitting in face-to-face consultative sales conversations pretty much the better part of most of my day because it was a high volume, high traffic weight loss center. And I had an incident. I think it was work related, but it was upsetting. And I went into a sale completely upset, and I had been crying and I was off balance and I couldn't stop focusing on my own problem. And it was the most distracting experience for me, and only to imagine the prospect, how they must have felt. Thankfully, they actually did commit and move forward with a lower ticket program. But as I was, explaining the menu, I was so caught up in my own energy and my own personal tragedy or trauma that had occurred that day that was also work related that my focus simply was not there. And I did this particular prospect a disservice by showing up in that state of mind. And this was many years ago, and it was before I really had some of the energetic tools to calm myself, to center my energy, to feel grounded and stable before I went into the conversation. I was just very off balance, um, very disturbed and upset. And the lady was empathetic. I didn't explain why I was in that state of being during the sales consultation. I kind of avoided the whole thing, but I did reach out to apologize to her the following day because I was not at my best and I was not able to give her my best because I was in my own head about my own stuff. So it's very, very important that we are able to leave our ego and our baggage and our issues at the door before we enter into a sales conversation. Make sure you feel great, right? That's one of our jobs as salespeople is to show up with contagious enthusiasm, contagious energy that catches on and inspires our prospects to want to buy what we're offering, to want to have what we are presenting to them, to want the solution to their problem that our work encompasses, right? So, a little pep talk today. Thank you for coming to my TED/pep talk. But make sure that you are balanced, grounded, centered, fed, hydrated, and composed and happy before you enter in to any sales conversations. So there is sales tip number 21. Hope you guys are enjoying the series so far. If you're joining me for the first time today, I'm Ageless Jess, sales success coach, and we have 20 other wonderful short snippet episodes of the Skyrocket Your Sales series. So feel free, whatever platform you happen to be watching on, go back and see the actual little vignettes from the beginning because there's so much value. I've really enjoyed presenting this, and I'm very excited to actually segue into working on some ideas for you to get leads. Because again, we can't have a sales conversation if we don't have people who are interested in what we are offering and selling and sharing about, right? So we're going to go forward for the next 7 days to complete and finish out the series with simple tips for organic marketing, networking, and lead generation. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you guys tomorrow with day 22. Thanks. Bye bye.